What's up, fight fans? We are heading all the way to Sydney, Australia this weekend with some absolutely outstanding matchups. Dricus du Plessis versus Sean Strickland, rematch world title main event. This is one you're not going to want to miss. And just for you, to make this fight night even better, I have teamed up with DraftKings to bring you all a great offer right now. DraftKings is giving all new customers $200 in bonus bets instantly after they place a wager for just $5. So don't wait. Download the DraftKings app. Do it right now. When you sign up, use the code SONNEN. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Stay in on the action. Use your $200 in bonus bets for same-game parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. You can combine multiple bets together from the same fight. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy for a shot to win cash prizes. I want you to download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. When you sign up, place in at least a $5 wager, use the promo code SONNEN. Get $200 in bonus bets instantly. That's promo code SONNEN only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Did you guys see Sean Strickland sparring a fan on stage? Did you guys see this? Every dog gets one bite. Every dog gets to make a mistake where you let them know. You can't do that. We don't do that here. We don't bite me over here. Okay, I gotta be told. But now that I am. This has been going on since 2011. The first time that a fan got welcomed onto stage and to let spar. And I had this happen to me. If you saw this video, it's very important that you saw the video because this fan is going hard. This fan is not smiling and laughing. So you can imagine how the pro fighter's up, his face is lit up, he's smiling, he's moving at a slow speed, he's not really coming back, he's just blocking everything that you got. He's kind of moving around a little bit, and you're getting this experience, and whatever this is, and whatever we're going to do with it on social media, to make this make sense, for the marketing team to have allowed this person on stage in the first place, whatever it is that we're going to do with that, which from 2011 to present time is a grand total of nothing. There is not one ticket that you've ever bought because you saw a marketing piece where dude was on stage. There's not one show that you know the start time and the date, and you happen to watch it and called your friends over because what got your attention? A fan sparring a fighter. From 2011 till now, they have never done one successful thing with that footage. But goddamn, they've done some bad stuff with it. I can't believe it's happening. When it happened to me in 2012, the gentleman was challenged. This was supposed to be like a cool moment. And it was for me too. And I was very happy to go in and do it. But we got to a position where he wanted to do a tie clinch. And I can't remember if somebody was talking to him or even if I said, hey, get me in this, let me show you this position. I can't quite remember how we got there. I just remember when we got there, he began throwing knees at my face at full speed. Back and forth, just like you would. I must have been a really good coach or whoever told him to do this. This guy was a good listener. He's around the neck, and he starts throwing knees at the face to where I'm having to block and come in and defend the whole thing while smiling and laughing like I'm not putting out effort. And when that happened, and when I looked over to the team, they did nothing. They did not stop this. They didn't know fighting well enough to know what they were looking at. They didn't know, hey, what looked like that guy just kneed our main event in the face was actually him kneeing our main event in the face. Like, not for nothing, but this is what happened. And then you get the guys that come on and they're not playing around. Like, this isn't something fun. This is their ego. The guy that did this with Strickland, first off, was going very hard. He was going inappropriately hard, which you will do if you're terrible. If you came into an MMA gym back in the Team Quest day and you don't have your mouthpiece, you're going home for the day. You're not sparring. If you don't have gloves and appropriate headgear, you're going home for the day. That was true except for one guy, and that's how it should be, except for one guy. And that one guy was the heavyweight champion of the world, Randy Couture. You could go with him if you didn't have a mouthpiece, because he would never hurt you. Randy, being the world champion, was in complete control. And he had complete control. And when you bring guys in that aren't very good, they don't have that control. That's a learned mechanism. One of the reasons that Sean Strickland was able to look like Floyd and do some of the silly stuff is because he was so good and he had control. But that guy was not playing. On that guy's face, nowhere was that for fun. If you look at the effort that was put out and the level of exhaustion that that fan got to, that shows you this wasn't fun. It's not meant to be for fun. You don't play fighting. It is without question the stupidest thing that I have ever seen. In our sport, this is the number one stupidest thing I've ever seen, and I have now seen it for 14 years. And not to mention, there's some guys you don't play with. Sean Strickland is one of those guys. So while Sean was being very nice by Sean's standards, Sean was hitting that guy a lot harder than that guy signed up to be hit, particularly when Sean was going to the body. He was going to the body to slow the guy down. When you have a sparring partner that acts a fool, if you're much better than him, you will let him know in a certain way. You don't have to just end the workout and say, hey, you're not skilled enough, go with some other guy. You don't have to do that. You also don't have to knock him out. There's other ways where you can get control of that guy, where you can slow him down. So if you take 2 full-speed shots at the face, which is what the guy threw, and so Sean let one go to the body, and he let it go about 60 or 80%, but it was still way harder than you ever should hit a fan in the body. Way harder. And the people that organize this know so little about the sport that while this is unfolding, they don't stop it. This is weird, but to a very high level. And this is high-level weird for absolutely no purpose that has ever been shown. Never, not once, has a successful or meaningful marketing piece ever been used in any platform that you can even remember that was worth a damn that had to do with this. There's no point in doing it. There's not a contest. It's not even used for marketing. It's not, hey, put 1,000 names in and we're going to raffle and we're going to do all these things. It's a way of like collecting data. There's none of these things. Some weirdo gets pulled out of a crowd, gets gloves, and gets put on stage with Sean Strickland. That weirdo got exhausted. You don't get exhausted doing things that you like. You don't get exhausted doing things that are fun. That's not a feeling somebody tries to get to. You will get there when you don't want to be there because you're scared, because you're under attack, because you're trying to win. And he was doing all of those things. And it was inappropriate as all hell. And I would just love an explanation because I'm open to learning. I'm open to being wrong. Maybe in Bangladesh, you're posting this on a .com I don't know about, and you're actually getting viewers. All I can tell you is in America, this experiment has been tried. It's failed. It failed again yesterday in Australia when they put a fan on stage to fight Sean Strickland.